Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Please like, subscribe, follow me on all social media platforms. Consider becoming a member. Look, man, Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn, looks like that fight is set to take place in August in Las Vegas. And I know we've had some discussions during the nightly lives, but I'm telling you, I think Ryan Garcia knocks him out cold. I think we got to understand the weight cut factor, Ryan's speed, the right hand as well as the left hook, his size, his reach, Benn's pressure, and why this fight could end early. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, the silent killer is the weight factor. One of the biggest concerns in this fight is the weight. Conor Benn at 150, he didn't look all that great. He rehydrated to 168 when he fought Regis. Regis was a small guy who was all broken anyway. And Conor still couldn't do nothing with Regis. It went the distance. Regis hurt him a couple times, but Conor won the fight clearly. But I think Conor Benn coming down to 147, I think the question isn't just whether he can make the weight. It's how he's going to look after making it. I think Conor doesn't make, I don't think the fight happens. I think Conor cutting the weight to 147, I think he gets put in the hospital. For real, I think he'll be losing hair and toenails and fingernails and all that and be dehydrated and all messed up. I don't think he'll be able to stand. I think the doctors will call the fight off because he's just going to look like a fucking ghoul. Cutting weight doesn't just affect the scale, people. It impacts energy levels, punch resistance, recovery ability, reaction time, your leg, everything. So when you got a fighter who's slightly depleted, even by a small margin, the effects can show up in the worst possible way. And when they get hit clean, and Ryan Garcia is going to touch him. And I'm telling you, that shit is dangerous. Ryan isn't just fast, he's explosively fast. That means that Benn is even a step slower, slightly compromised physically. Those small disadvantages get magnified into major problems. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. Benn's going to get destroyed. And everyone who's already laughing at him and don't like him is going to be even louder. The dislike's going to be stronger, the laughter's going to be louder. Ryan Garcia's speed, that's the difference maker. Plus, he's taller and got longer reach. If Ryan Garcia, his speed, I know how some people feel about him. His shit's not normal, man. It's not just hand speed. It's reaction speed, delivery timing. He throws punches before opponents fully react. In between their movements with very little telegraph. His shit just comes from here. Boom! You know? It's just out of nowhere. And then you get the shock of your life. Like, shit, how's this dude hitting me? So for a pressure fighter like Conor Benn, who cannot fight on the back foot, he likes to step forward and engage. That creates a dangerous dynamic because he's going to come in and get caught. He's going to get countered by Ryan. There's going to be something nasty. Every time Benn steps in, he risks running into a shot he doesn't see. And that's what's going to happen. With Ryan, the shot you don't see is the one that ends the fight. So somebody, I'm not going to say what people are saying, but we know Ryan has a history of pads. Conor has a history. So people are saying this is the battle of the you fill in the blank. But I'll just say right now, what you got here is a battle. We got to fight. And I think the left hook is the one-shot changer. And the right hand too, but the left hook. Ryan Garcia's left hook is one of the most dangerous weapons in boxing today. What makes it special is that speed, that accuracy, that timing, the power delivered instantly. It doesn't need a setup that takes time. It can come off a step back, off a counter, off a quick reset, stepping out in an angle, getting underneath a shot and counter. Whatever Ryan Garcia wants to do, he can do with that left hook. And Benn, I know he's coming forward aggressively, stupidly. And especially after weight cut, that left hook becomes even more dangerous because forward momentum, incoming punch, amplified impact. This shit ain't rocket science, people. Now that style clash, pressure versus precision, I think the fight comes down to just different approaches. Conor Benn, pressure, aggression, volume, emotional intensity. Ryan Garcia, timing, speed, precision, counterpunching. Pressure can break fighters, I agree, but only if you can absorb what's coming back. The problem for Benn is he has to be effective. And in order for him to be effective, he has to come forward. And coming forward against Ryan Garcia is where the danger lives. Now, those defensive gaps is another key issue. Conor Benn has really, really horrible defensive gaps. He can be aggressive to the point to where he's wide open. He's just there to be hit. He relies on offense, as defense at times. Against a slower, less explosive fighter, that can work. He was able to get away with it against Regis. But against Ryan, those openers get punished immediately. Ryan sees everything. You don't get multiple warnings. One mistake, call it the end of the night. And I'm telling you, I think this is a mismatch. Ryan and Conor, that shit is a mismatch. But it's going to be in Vegas. Big moment energy. And I wonder how many of the UK fans are going to travel to see Conor Benn. You know what I'm saying? Normally, when I think UK, I think Mayweather and Hatton. You know what I'm saying? And they, one Ricky Hatton and all that shit. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think nobody coming to support Conor Benn. That's just what I think, you know what I mean? But I tell you what, Ryan Garcia, he's got experience with the bright lights, big moments, comfortable in high-profile settings. Conor Benn, he brings intensity again, but it's a different kind of spotlight. Big fights often come down to who handles the moment better. And Ryan has shown he can deliver highlight reel ending pressure under the big lights. But, some say there's no better time. Timing is everything in boxing. I get it. Not just punch timing, but career timing. If Benn is cutting weight, adjusting to divisions, facing speed and power punch, and a power puncher all at once, it's a dangerous combination. You're cutting weight, adjusting to divisions, and you're facing somebody with freakish speed and punching power. That shit is a bad combination, you know what I mean? That's like having fried rice with no soy sauce, no oyster sauce, no plum sauce, no duck sauce. Matter of fact, he need to put duck sauce on the fried rice and get up out of there. That combination is horrible. Even a great fighter can look vulnerable under those conditions, and Conor Benn's not great. So, how the KO could happen? I'm telling you. Ryan Garcia wins by KO. The most likely scenario looks like this. Benn comes forward aggressively, tries to impose pressure early, leaves small openings. Ryan times the entry, fires either the right hand or the left hook. Shit lands clean. And if Benn is even slightly compromised from the weight cut, his ability to absorb that shot could be reduced, and Benn will go down like real estate depreciation and land chest to canvas, ass in the air, like he's at a Diddy party. So the fight isn't just about who's in tougher or more aggressive. It's about speed versus pressure, precision versus volume, freshness versus weight management. And in that equation, Ryan Garcia has the stylistic tools to create a knockout moment. But as always in boxing, one fight can flip everything. And I think this fight here, Ryan Garcia is going to viciously knock him out. And Ryan Garcia is just going to be up, and away. And Conor Benn is going to be back to ground zero, looking crazy, with no promoter, no true fan support, no fellow countrymen supporting him. He's going to be just a nowherean. So he can enjoy the money he made from the 2 Eubank Jr. fights, this $15 million for Regis, and whatever he's going to make for Ryan, because he's going to be a hermit living up there in the goddamn bushes all by himself with his wife, with his wife and his kids, because he ain't going to be able to go nowhere without people throwing goddamn eggs at him, the same eggs that they said he was eating that were contaminated with clomiphene and how he got it in his system. I'm in the breeze.